everybody. Sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Good morning on a Saturday. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ngama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button langezansi. And also you can support the channel by liking the video and also watching some adverts on this video. We are going to do some gossip on a Saturday midday, okay? If you are cleaning your house or preparing lunch for your family, okay, you can put on my headphones and listen to umgosi, okay? Or you can just sit down because we are allowed to sit down and listen to umgosi before we do other things in the house, okay? So welcome to everybody that is watching. My son, Gift Gamer, is here. Thank you so much, Amanda, for joining me. Madana Domashaba, thank you for joining me. Finally caught a live. I'm so glad that we caught a live, okay? I couldn't do it this morning, you guys. Sometimes as a mother, we get too ambitious and you're like, I can do this and this and that. And then the mothering comes and you're like, no. Even last night, I was like, I was supposed to do it at 9 p.m., but when 9 p.m. hit and the people that are supposed to go to bed were in bed, I was like, I need to go to bed myself. So that's what happened. But we are here today. We're going to talk about what's happening here. Where can I watch Izingane Zesthembu? Let me tell you where you can watch Izingane Zesthembu review, okay? Because I have another channel, you guys, and it's called Isgatla TV. Okay, so I have moved all of my reviews for Izingane Zesthembu to that channel. So last week's episode was actually posted on that channel, so that's where you can get it. And this week's also episode, because I am going to review tonight's episode, I will post that a review tomorrow. Check out Gatla TV. That is my channel, you guys. Let me see, because I wanna get the link and then post it here so that you can just maybe after we do this live, then you can go and watch it there. So that is my second entertainment channel. I have other channels here, but that is going to be my second entertainment channel. It will also be used as a backup channel in case I have some issues here with copyright strikes and all of that. I will work on that channel, but for now I have moved all of my reviews for Izingane Zesthembu to Isgatla TV. Okay, so go check it out there, you guys. So there are other videos that I will be posting that side as well. I'm still like deciding which content will go to that channel and which content will remain here. So yes, you guys, but I will update you. Let me just see if I can share. Oh, that where is it? Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, let me not share the wrong thing. Okay, this is no, but this one is still showing my channel. Yeah, like technology. I want to share that. Okay, let me just get the link. Okay, let me get the link for you guys and post it in the comment section, and then you guys can go there. But go afterwards because for now we are still gossiping over here. Listen, you guys, there are some of my viewers that are saying that you don't do enough of the Real Housewives gossip, but the US gossip, and I always feel like a lot of people don't watch that content, but I love that content, you guys. I love that content. So I need people that are going to gossip with me when it comes to that. So I'm going to do just two stories that are Real Housewives of Atlanta stories, just short stories to get an update. There's something happening with Nene and her son. There's something happening with Sheree. Sheree has gone and done something to her face, you guys. And as beautiful as she was looking, she wasn't happy with how she was looking. So she went and did some improvement that other people are not seeing as improvements. Okay. So yes, Matana Tomashaba, just watch out. I will post the link just now. Tato, hey, Mrs. Mdletshe. I am actually Miss Mdletshe. But if you have to call me Mrs., then I am Mrs. Kwala, okay? I just haven't officially, changed things to the Kwala surname, okay? Hey Tato, yes, there is Mata. I like the interaction in the comment section. PM Molo, Dumela Mamdleje. Finally, I get to be in the live chats with you. Yeah, yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. We love it. Okay, made it. Yes, made it. Sanbonani, Louisa. Hi, Louisa. We appreciate you being here, guys. Like I say, after this, just go check Skatla TV, but I will also post the link so that you guys can go and subscribe to that channel because it is my channel. I do have two other channels, which is Raising Siposetsu. On there, I post videos relating to parenting a special needs child, being a special needs parent. And so if you can relate to that content too, I don't post a lot on that channel because I'm still also working on the kind of content that I want to share there, but I just share my experience in being a mom, and I also have a channel that I do Zulu content. It sort of feels like I've abandoned that channel, but not really. I just have to find a way to find time to post Zulu content on there, you guys. Those who have been on this channel for a long time will know that when I started, I was doing all of my content in Zulu, and then people started joining the channel and saying they would like for me to speak more English so that they could understand. So it was not to accommodate people me moving to speaking in English in this on this channel, but really my passion had been to do content in Zulu. So I'm still working on that channel too, you guys. Oh, really? So you spell it Kuala? Yes, it's Kuala. I am Mrs. Kuala. Perpetual, okay? Perpetual says Apuma. It's just me being stubborn about the surname thing. We'll see, okay? Anyway, you guys, I want to do this story over here, uh, which is Ushire, you guys. If you are somebody that watches Real Housewives of Atlanta, you guys, are you as disappointed as I am in Sheree? Because okay, this is the old picture of her, and this is a new picture of her. This is even better, the one that they posted here, you guys, because in the recent episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, she really looks different. In fact, her face looks like it's almost swollen because she did do something allegedly to her nose and also her cheeks. Like it looks like she did a lot of things, and I just feel like, you guys, she was looking so beautiful even before. That's the thing about plastic surgery. Sometimes I don't understand. It's like people do it to improve their looks, but sometimes you'd be looking at them and be like, but you're perfect the way that you are. And I guess we can't really argue that, because if the person doesn't feel like they are perfect the way that they look, then they have a right to change how they look, you guys. And this is the argument that was even on Real Housewives of Johannesburg, because Lithabo did go and did her whole body, her tummy. She has a new butt and all of that, you guys. So now all of the ladies are mostly discussing how, her BBL is looking, because people are saying that her BBL is botched. And I've said also, you guys, that it does look unnatural. And I said that maybe that was her goal, to not have it look natural. So here's the thing, you guys. If somebody has gone and changed something on in their body, and also every interview that they're doing or conversations that they're having on reality TV shows, they're talking about their new look, okay? Then, because obviously, if we talk about how you look, we talk about your lips, your nose, your butt, your whatever, it's body shaming. Mostly it's going to be taken as body shaming, right? But then if the person has gone and changed something, and in almost every conversation that they are having and almost every interview that they are having, they are talking about the changes that they have made in their own body. Okay. And they are talking about how perfect they're looking. But we are looking at the change, we are seeing the change, and we are thinking it's not so perfect. Okay. Are we allowed to make those comments, you guys? Is it still body shaming if the person can't stop talking about their butt, for an example? Because Lithabo on Real Housewives of Johannesburg cannot stop talking about her new butt, okay? Now, the other ladies can't talk about anything else but her butt. Okay, now she has a problem with the people talking about her body. She's saying it's body shaming, but it's like, how is it body shaming? Because you yourself cannot stop talking about it. It's, the only difference here is that we have a different opinion to you. You are saying that your butt looks perfect. Okay, it looks exactly the way that you wanted it to look, and we are saying that we don't think that it looks perfect. I'm conflicted there, you guys, because I also don't like to talk about how people look. Okay, because people are they should look the way that they want to look, but I'm conflicted because if it's a subject of discussion in your interviews, in your conversations, you're talking about your new nose, you are premiering your new nose on social media. Are we not supposed to talk about it? Okay, and are we only supposed to compliment you? You know, if you got a new nose, are we only supposed to talk about how nice and perfect your nose is? If you got a new butt, are we only supposed to talk about how nice your butt is? Even though we feel like, you know, it's not giving. Say me who on a strap, you know, it's like. And also, guys, is it fair for me to say people are not supposed to talk about Ishrapasam because that is my natural look I was given by God? I can't do anything about it. Well, I kind of can if I have money to do it, but is it fair for me to say, you're not supposed to talk about Ishrapasam, you're not supposed to talk about my nose, you're not supposed to talk about my lips because they're natural? But once a person changes something, then they, we are allowed to talk about it. There was the argument actually between Ukia and Ulitabo, because Ulitabo is not impressed by the fact that the ladies won't stop talking about her butt. Okay, why is it for discussion? But all of the interviews I've seen Ulitabo do, I feel like she talks about it more than anybody. And I feel like, is it fair for her to say the other ladies cannot do it if she is doing it so much? Okay, Trevor Rico, finally you catch us live. I don't know if it's your first time, but it's the first time I see you in the chat section. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Sheree ruined her face. She now looks like Hazel. Yes. And she was so beautiful. She was so beautiful. I don't know if maybe it looks like she is it's like swollen or there's swelling in her face, maybe because she just did it, and maybe she went out and before it was, maybe she was supposed to wait a bit before she showed her face. But yeah, you guys, I do think like she ruined her face. She really was perfect. She had a perfect face, perfect body for her age as well. I believe that she's the oldest out of all of the ladies in Real Housewives of Atlanta. She really was beautiful, you guys. I don't get it. Okay, I don't get why she wanted to change. I always watch your live school or YouTube on the comment section when a person is live. Okay, which YouTube is that? Or are you watching me on TV? Because on TV you can comment, I believe. Okay, and then yes, he always leaves a hat. Okay, always leaves and I've seen him, he supports everybody. I've seen his hat everywhere. Okay, and I appreciate his hat so much, Tato. Litabo looks like the end Kevin Hart was talking about, and not body shaming, just honestly. That's the thing, you guys. If we're being honest, for me, I did say it doesn't look natural. Okay, it's not one of those that I'll be like, like, oh, what's that woman who was on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Not the one who took the other one's man. When you look at her body, you're like, is it real? Is it, did she, it's not like that, hers is like, yeah, this one, definitely it's a BBL, and it's not like, I don't know if guys, if you had to choose between Litabos BBL and what's that lady's name, Science BBL, which one would you choose? Because Science BBL looks perfect when she's dressed. Okay, the problem is when she's wearing like maybe bikini or whatever, and she's showing it, then you can see the shoulders, that they were talking about. But when she's dressed, it's like, okay, that's a perfect BBL, you know. And yes, you guys, but yeah, but again, if she's happy with it, and I doubt you guys, she's 100% happy with it, because I feel like the more she's bothered by people talking about it, I feel like maybe she herself is not like 100% happy with the results. I don't know, you guys. It's of yes, Trevor. Thank you so much for joining us. Cynthia is the oldest. Yeah, but Angeti Cynthia is no longer on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she hasn't done the last 2 seasons. So, but Sheree is still there. So yeah, Cynthia would have been the oldest. but is Cynthia older than Nene? If we're talking about like the historical cast though. So yes, you guys, and yes, Portia, Portia I can never really tell, and sometimes they don't want to say that they've done something. So Portia, I'm always like, is she, is it real, is it BBL, so yeah. So Litabo's one is not like that. You can clearly see, this one kufagiwe something lapha. Kufagiwe something lapha. And then another one, you guys, this one really makes me sad. Like it really is a true definition of how hard parenting can be. This is Nene Leaks. Nene Leaks is the OG of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's very sad, honestly, you guys should know that Unenlix will never come back, because obviously the relationship between her and what you call it, Bravo, is not in a place where they can work something out, and for her to come back because of everything that happened, she ended up suing them. I believe, I don't even know how far that went, if she ever won that lawsuit. So now what happened recently is that her son, her oldest son, was arrested allegedly for possession of something illegal, of an illegal substance, allegedly. He was arrested. He's somebody that has been in trouble with the police before. Even when we were doing the show, he was a troublesome kid. And I believe that he is not Greg's son. Remember, Ninelix lost her husband, Greg, who was like one of the best husbands. He was my ultimate favorite husband when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, Greg. But he wasn't Greg's son, so he was his stepson. So she had him before Greg, I believe. So he has always gotten into trouble. So now what he did was that when the police arrested him, he gave the details of the younger son. So he gave the name, everything that belonged to the younger son, and then gave the old address of the house that he no longer lives in or he has sold. Basically, the younger son could have ended up with the record when he wasn't the one that actually was in trouble with the police, which I don't understand, you guys. Why would you do that to your own brother, you guys? Also, with everything's going on with Amapoisa in the US, let's say that they were looking for him and came across the younger brother, and the younger brother doesn't even know that the police are looking for him, and ended up maybe just driving off, and they think that he's trying to get away from the police. You know what could happen, in America, how it's like. So I thought that was horrible. So now what has happened is that allegedly Uninilex decided that she wasn't going to pay bail for her older son, because I guess, you guys, sometimes as a parent, you just get tired of rescuing your children, especially now when they are adult kids. Now you are an adult, you're still getting into trouble. On top of that, now you are basically wanting to destroy your younger brother's life by the information that you gave to the police. So that is what is happening now. Apparently, Ninelix has not bailed her son out, you guys. So yeah, I feel bad for Nene, you guys, because I feel like raising sons is a challenge, you guys. I don't know if the older son's father was ever in his life. But now that he is grown up, you should be able to relax and feel like, I've done my job. But it looks like she doesn't have that. There's still a lot that she's dealing with when it comes to him, you guys. But anyway, that's what's happening with Nene Lakes. Happy to learn that you have other channels. That's growth, and may God bless you. I just need time for them, okay? Maybe I can make them into my retirement plan, okay, when I have all the time at home. But yes, you guys, it's not easy to this channel do this content for this channel. I've seen other people do it. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, it's the plan that I will be able to put more effort into my other channels. But definitely the entertainment channel, I'm going to be posting constantly on it, because I want to grow it as well, okay? And so morning, Constant Cozy. Morning. Thank you for joining us. Matanato said, good for Nini. He's grown. He's a grown man. He needs to take responsibility for his action. Maybe this is a wake-up call he needs. I feel like that too. I feel like that, guys. I would have considered it. It's hard to think as a mother what I would do in that situation. But I feel like if I had bailed him so many times already, and I felt like he wasn't changing, he wasn't doing anything different. I really just would maybe do the same thing as Nene has done and be like, you know what, maybe you need to stay behind bars because when you're out here, you're getting into trouble. So let's not do this anymore, you guys. So let's talk about them Selego kids, you guys. Please confirm if when I change the background, because sometimes I'm trying to change the background, it's not changed. When I watch the video back, the background hasn't changed. Okay. Then I look at it and you are seeing my curtain behind me, or you are seeing my wardrobe, whatever it is that is behind me. Please tell me in the comment section what you can see back there. Anyway, you guys, I want to talk about this because there is this article that came out in Drum talking about the reaction of the viewers when it comes to this show, which is Izingane Zesthembu. I'm still going to do the full review on the other channel. I did some of the reviews from the beginning of the season on this channel, but then I moved from last week's episode to Iskatla TV to review it there. And there's been people that have said that they feel like the show is going to be more about Mpumelelo being the first born. He is the firstborn, but he's the firstborn from the second wife. And then Ulwandle is the firstborn from the first wife, Umaicele. Okay, and people were feeling like the show is more about him because he is the one that has his tempo, and it feels like he's getting more camera time, you guys. And you guys, I do get where people are coming from, and it's like I get people having that complaint to say the show is more about Mpumelelo. But at the same time, remember the girlfriends too are cast members. So Tirelo, Novuyo are also cast members on the show. It's not like it's only Mpumelelo Nolwandle that are cast members or and the sisters. No, even the girlfriends are the cast members. So basically, when you are dealing with Pumelelo, you are dealing with storyline Sabantaba 3. Okay, you are dealing with the storyline Skampumelelo, you are dealing with the storyline Sigalwandle, you're dealing not Sigalwandle, Sigavuyo, you are dealing with the Tirelo, you know. So it kind of makes sense that they are going to get more camera time, okay? And also that dynamic between the three of them, I think it is interesting, you guys, to see it, okay? Even though I don't want to see only them, but I do feel like I understand why they would end up getting more camera time, you guys. And also remember, Umpumelo is one of the producers of the show. He is listed in there, so you must just watch. I didn't see Ulwandle, which I was disappointed in because I would have loved to see him too being involved as one of the producers of the show. But yes, you guys, so it makes sense that we see more of him. However, you guys, I feel like they're robbing us on the show by not showing us more of Sneh, you guys, because Sneh can be very entertaining. Okay, I feel like I want to see more of his storyline. Sneh, we saw her getting cleansed because she did lose her pregnancy, but I just want to see more of her. I want to see more of her. If she doesn't interact a lot with her siblings, then I want to see her interact with her kids. I want to see her interact with her friends. I want to see her interact maybe with the family. Yago Malume Wake. If the reason for them not showing her is because she's not interacting with her siblings. I also want to see more of Abo. Okay, I don't know what Abo is doing really. I know she's studying, but I want to see her friends maybe. I don't know. I want to see maybe who she's dating. I don't know. I feel like Abo is getting away with not showing us a lot of her on the show. I'm interested in that. Okay. So as much as I understand why they are showing us more of Mpumelelo, I kind of feel like I do really want to see other siblings. Okay. And I want to see what they are up to. So I get the complaints, you guys. But Luandle is turning out to be the viewer favorite, you guys, because people like how humble he is. Remember, even last week he was having a talk with his father, and his father gave him the suspicious stick. Handed it to him, and he was saying, can I just give it to my brothers? Okay, because he just feel like it's a lot of responsibility. I feel like I just want Ulwandle to find this girl that he's going to fall in love with, and that girl falls in love with him, and then he just feels like, you know what, I don't want anybody else. I want that for Ulwandle. And he's like, I want to take this woman as my wife and live happily ever after. Okay, because you can do that even going as on his table. So I want that for Ulwandle. But he's turning out to be the viewers really like him. They like how humble he is. And yes, you guys, I was worried when the show began if I was going to be able to to come out of himself and express how he's feeling about things. But I'm liking him too. I don't want to lie, you guys. And also from the article from Drive, you guys, this is an interesting thing because people think that the reason we have an issue with these young women getting into these relationships, which are called Isithembu, is because maybe it's because we just have an issue with Isithembu. But a lot of us have said that, but this is not really Isithembu because bayajola nje labantu. None of them are married. None of them amukho khokhelwa ilobolo lana. And the question is, why would, as a young woman, get yourself into such, funda, start your career and all of that? Why are you just stressing yourself? I was watching Uvuyo cry in one scene. I was like, girl, like, save those tears because trust me, usazokhala in life, okay? I-relationship nje guys iyakhalisa, inama-moments where ekhalisa. Imagine it's you, it's your husband, it's another wife, it's another wife, it's another wife, it's another wife. Your crying is going to be times 4 if there's 4 wives. It's going to be times 5 if there's 5 wives. So I feel like for me, okay, this is what they're saying. Okay, we have Vuyo. Vuyo is now Mamkulu number 1. But according to the article on Drum, Mpumelelo is saying Vuyo was not number 1, Vuyo was number 4. So there is 3 people that actually have left a relationship for Uvuyo to become number 1. Okay. And then you had Uvuyo as number 1, and you had Tirelo. Tirelo was number 4. And you have the 2 people here that have left the relationship for Tirelo to be number 2. So whatever made these 2 people and the other 3 people leave, it can still make Utirelo and Vuyo leave. That's what we're saying. That's why we're saying Lona, these kids might still make a decision not to marry this person. And also, even Mpumelelo has a right to be like, you know what, actually, I want someone else. Someone even wrote on Twitter, Mpumelelo can even decide, you know what, I want a virgin as a wife and go find someone else, make them Umamkhulu. Now they already refer to Uvuyo as Umamkhulu, marry someone else, make her Umamkhulu, and then everyone else. And also think about it. If we already know what there's, if I count all of these women, maybe there's 7, women that they are counting in this article, that were Mpumelele's girlfriends. Then think about the ones that we don't know about. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, guys, there's never going to be a point where I'm like, you know what, I understand why these women in this relationship, especially being young as they are. Maybe in our 40s we can settle and be like, hey, noma ngathola nje indoda enonkosikazi about 3 sengizuthatha, but in my 20s, the best of your 20s, you give it to this relationship. I just don't get it, you guys. The thing about the 20s is that only once they've passed, then you realize, wow, that was the best time in my life. That was the best time. I was supposed to do the best of all of the things that I can do in my life in my 20s. But you realize that once they've passed. And then you get into your 30s, and then the same thing happens. So, yeah, you guys, but again, they are adults, they are choosing to be there, so we'll just let it be. I do wonder, you guys, if Uvuyo is not going to stay in that relationship just to prove a point, because she already has an article Mamkulu. So if she breaks up with Mpumelelo, then Utirolo gets the position. Maybe if she comes back later, she loses that position, then is it not possible for her to just stay for the sake of just staying in that relationship, you guys? So yeah, we will see what happens with the show. Also, you guys, I am convinced that these girls like the limelight. So they probably like the fact that they get to do the show if they stay with Mpumelelo. So yeah, are you going to break up with this guy when he's giving you trouble, or are you still going to stay? Because if you stay, you still also get to do the show, which a show is also a job. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of things that contribute to this, you guys. Yes, it has changed. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know. You really are investing in your channel, Tando. Queen Ninja should be I know she shouldn't, you guys. Everybody on YouTube, that's the thing about YouTube. YouTube is not like a room, YouTube is not like a room where it can only take a certain number of people, you know. It's like, it's not even a stadium, because even a stadium gets full. You can actually have every YouTuber being the best that they can be, because at the end of the day, even if we are live at the same time, you can just choose, you know what, I'm going to watch Dando, and then when I'm done, I'm going to watch, or I'm going to watch Queen Ninja, and then when I'm done, I'm going to watch, So even when people are leveling up, you can also level up in your own rights, and people would still watch you. So I like that about YouTube. So even as much as people think it can be a competition, it's not really, because the viewer that watch her can still watch me. The viewer that watch me can still watch, and that is across the board with all of the creators. Okay, I think for me, guys, I realize that as much as I love YouTube, I get bored by doing the same thing. So I like my sit downs, but sometimes I want to do my voiceover. But sometimes, and I feel like for me, it's really exciting to do my streams. I like the live interaction with the viewers right now. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing. So I think it's because Pumelelo storyline is juicy and brings down drama, which is why most of us watch reality TV shows. Anyways, I like Luandle. He's sweet, and there isn't much there. Yeah, I guess Vela, we watch it for drama. I don't want to lie. We watch it for drama. And that's why my reality shows that don't have drama in them, they don't really get viewers. Okay, they don't really get viewers. So we watch it for drama. I get it there. That's why with Ulwandle, maybe in the next season, maybe we will see him date, because it's like umuntu vele who doesn't move fast. So mhlambe, even when he is him getting to a place where he shares his life and he shares his dating life, is going to take time. So maybe we will see that in the next season. Okay, Amanda, please check the gate. Boy, check the gates, please. Um, and then I think Pumelelo has more skaklas than everyone. Yeah. I mean, having two people, being in a relationship with two people is skakla enough. Why they didn't cast Queen Lolly for drama? Yes, you. That would have been such a good idea. That lady has so much drama. It would have been very dramatic if they casted her. Okay. Thank you so much, Danda. I have to go back to work. I will continue watching later. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it so much. I feel sorry for Vuyo. Tirelo will run circles around her. She's too soft. Hey, nah, I wouldn't put myself through that. I don't know if my child said that they were getting into something like that, how I would deal with that. But I guess I would have to let her learn on her own. But they don't think that way. They think you are talking all. Yeah, that's true. Hello, Tuso. Hello, hello, hello. Exactly, you are leveling up. Yes, we are trying. We are trying. Pumelelo is reckless. Does he even care about STIs? I like the advice Muba gave to Lwandle about being responsible and not sleeping around. Why doesn't he give the same advice to Pumelelo? Musa is very wise when it comes to social media. Okay, a lot of the things he does, he is responding to social media. Him having that talk with Luandle was not really him having a talk with Luandle, it was him responding to social media, because the biggest concern that people have raised about Pumelelo was the issue of STIs and all of that. Okay, if he's getting girls pregnant, then he's definitely not having safe sex. So how do they deal with that? So Musa is responding to the viewers. I don't even feel like that conversation would have taken place had it not been for the fact that people are asking questions. So, because even when it comes to Mdeno, I'm saying we have asked those questions. When it comes to Isithembu, how do they deal with it, you guys? If you have granted, you guys, even when you have your one partner, you don't know what they're doing when you're not there. But you can take care of yourself, because you just have to trust that when your partner says it's only you, it's only you. But when your partner is open to say it's not just the four of you, there is others outside of here, then how, as a group, how do we make sure that we are all safe? It's a valid question, you guys. So I do feel like he does watch, he does read the comments, and I think a lot of the questions that people are having on social media, he is responding to that in having that conversation with his son. But I like that conversation too. Hi, Detective Samuel. Please check out Detective Samuel's channel, you guys. I watch both you, but shame you have my heart. Maybe because we have the same views on a lot of topics. Yes, guys, watch everybody. Watch everybody. And also, I have moments where I just don't feel a particular creator, and then I move on to others, and then I come back and then I watch the creator. Don't tie yourself up. Okay, don't tie yourself up because I am this person. Because then if I'm a creators are disappointed. Sometimes one day I wake up and do the video that you don't like, and I say things that you don't like. Now you are having, but I love Untando so much. Now she said this. Don't tie yourself up. If I'm doing something, I'm discussing something you like it in the moment, and you like my channel, you subscribe, whatever, you watch others. If you don't like me for a moment, you move and you watch other creators. So don't stress yourself by saying I have to, because I used to be like that as a viewer, but I've realized that no, it's okay to just float around sometimes and watch this and watch that. If you want to commit, you commit here and support, and then if you don't, and you don't, that's okay too. Okay. And you guys, let me do this. Let me ask this, you guys, because when I was watching the Senzo Meyiwa case, I don't know, maybe I don't understand court proceedings. I mean, I know that, okay, they've got a new judge, okay, they got him. A lot of people are impressed with him. I'm impressed with him because for the first time in how many years, you guys, things are moving along. Okay. He's not taking nonsense. I'm at tea breaks. You have to explain a tea break before you get a tea break. I'm at lunch. I'm at what. I get it. But here's the thing that I was not understanding in courts. Why does it disturb them so much? Like sometimes I want to be patient and just listen to the defense attorney and let him get to a point that he's trying to get at. It's almost like he's impatient. He's like, hey, you are taking long. Why haven't you just argued that there was never any intruders in the house, and we are still waiting for Mshololo there Uzandi to come, and because guys, there's going to be a derby. I can't wait for Zandi versus Zandi, that thing. But am I the only one that was feeling like that? It could be that I don't understand how court works, but I was feeling like the judge disturbs a lot. Okay. I know that he's moving things along, but I really wanted those two defense attorneys, the three actually, to just let them, because I felt like they were getting somewhere with their questioning, and the SMS thing, you guys, he was disturbing so much. I was like, I want to hear the SMS. In fact, I felt like I want to hear every single SMS that was sent, because it gives us a picture of what was happening, and also, why are they speaking through SMSs? Why not through WhatsApp? Kelly and Uzandi, and then uKelly, and then Uzandi no ne oyakhe le uthwala kambe bani ulongwe thwala, so you guys, yes, I was feeling like the judge was disturbing too much. I was feeling like, is it supposed to be like that? Is it not supposed to sit quiet and just listen and just let them get to the point that they're trying to get at without him directing them? Because it felt like he was directing them. But you guys, how rude was Zandi in court, in the court of law? How rude was that woman? Then she did not want to do what she did not want to demonstrate wearing a hood because it's going to disturb her hairstyle. Oh yeah, she was, no, I worked so hard in this hairstyle, and I'm like, what is new with the hairstyle? Because that moho, the thing, we've seen that since 1993. You can disturb it for one day. What's the problem? You can just wear a hoodie for one day, And I felt like I wanted to see her demonstrate, because honestly, you guys, if someone is wearing a black hoodie and they are saying those people came in around 6ish, they're saying utilanga lasel shona, someone is coming at the door. At the same time, they're pointing a gun at you. They're wearing a black hoodie. Think about that situation. You are shocked, you don't know what's happening, but you are still able to recognize them, all of the features and everything, but the hoodie is over the head. I wanted her to demonstrate for me to understand how come she was still able to make out how the person looked like. But how rude is it that she just did not want to do it because of the hairstyle? When I say Uzandi thinks she's the star that we never knew about. She thinks Pela Kelly Kumalo is the star. It's the real star. You know, Uzandi, we know her now because now, we know her as Kelly Kumalo's sister. But she thinks everybody must understand and know her because she is the star, performing wherever she was working at. the exchange between her and the lawyers, I was like, I wouldn't have been that patient. But guys, it's interesting to watch court because it was never something that some of us were interested in. So it's important for us to learn. We're learning new terms. We were learning the way that people do the cross examination. And I think for me, that's why I'm irritated a little bit by the judge, because I'm like, Judge, I just wanna by the line of questioning. And then you guys, and it's interesting, you guys, that the story that Ulongwe told in the statement, and what the Uzandi is saying is totally, how can that be? You know, how, guys, listen, when I say that, I've always been over the years that person that said that we need to give the Kumalo sisters a chance to tell their story, because I really felt like there is a chance that they're really telling the truth as to what happened in this house, because they were there, you guys, you know. And but now Uzandi just gets me to the other side, you know, with everything that is happening now. But anyway, you guys, I don't want to lie, but I like the fact that this church has been able to move things along. The family deserves it, okay? The family deserves for everybody to get to a point where they can say, this is what happened. These are the people that need to be punished, and they can move on with their lives, because at the end of the day, Senzo Meyiwa is gone. At the end of the day, Senzo Meyiwa is not coming back. The best that they can get is some kind of a justice when it comes to all of this. But guys, listen, do not miss the derby. There's Zandi versus Zandi coming. Okay. Because it plays during the day and I have to watch it. I have to listen to it while waking. So Tata says that Louisa, hey doll. Nohlang, hi Nohlang, ngaze ngalate. Uletanyana, okay? Happy Saturday, everyone. Hi from Bello to the heart. Hi Bello. Happy Saturday to everybody, okay? Disturb it, disturb it for one day. Yes, it's just in pizza for one day. That moho has been standing straight like this for years and years and years. You mean you can't disturb it for a few minutes? Ah. Hey, I'm not tired at all. Yes, do not be tired, guys. Fly. I had one viewer that said to me, "Hey, Dando, sometimes I don't know how many times I've subscribed and unsubscribed and subscribed to your channel." And I was like, I like that, because it means that you're using your brain. You know, sometimes I say something you don't like and you don't want to be listening to me. You go somewhere else. Sometimes I say something and you stay. You can't be somebody that like, ngithanda untana, ngisho untande bheda nje wena uhleli. Guys, it can't be like that, Pele. You have to be able to use your brain. I disagree with that or whatever. If you don't like my response, you can be like, I'm unsubscribing to your channel. I've done it too, Pela. Nami, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm a viewer in other people's channels too. Sometimes channel sometimes I come back, you know. So you have to be like that too as a viewer. You have to be free. Don't tie yourself down, okay? You look like my lord. You look like my lord. I don't know if I understand, Lelo, and I look like ma. Yo, ma. Hi, Lelo. Welcome. Hi, Sib. Yes, you see, I'm a sibling too, you know. And and then Tombe says, what about dreadlock men when it's now when it's a hoodie and then dreadlocks? Maybe the dreadlocks were like this, you know. That's why it would have been nice if she demonstrated, because then she would have worn the hoodie, and then maybe the attendant would have been like, okay, so how did you see that he had dreads? Did the hoodie come off? And also remember, guys, they're wearing a hoodie, they are fighting here, hitting each other, but the hoodie is still on, or did it come out, you know, so that you could see, you know? So it would have been nice. I don't know why, like, the courts just allowed her to come up with that answer. Had I been the judge, okay, I should have studied law, you know. Maybe I would have been the one judging by the courts. Yes, I would have been like, hey, ma'am, yes, asinasikhathi thina sama mohola. Hey, asinaso nje isikhathi semoho. Gqoka nayi hood. Okay. Mina, I would have been like, Goga, this hood, we don't have time for your moho. You will fix your moho when you get home. Wear this hood, demonstrate, fage and everything. Then it would have been like done. Okay. I don't understand why they let her get away with it. But you guys, like I say, a lot of us don't understand how court works. So maybe the witness is allowed to say, listen, I'm not comfortable doing that. And she's allowed to refuse. Okay. So maybe they should have got someone else to come and stand next to her. Then she can show what's happening. I also don't understand why we're not allowed to see her. Why are we not allowed to see her? Eh? Because we could have seen how the moho was looking, okay, and judge for ourselves if it deserved the special treatment that it got, okay, but we couldn't see. Anyway, you guys, what's the other story I wanted to talk about? This is Her Majesty from the Mommy Club. You guys, listen. I think everybody recognizes that Uhe Pismelan is the one that is giving the most to the show, because I'm looking at the articles that are being written about the show, and she's like the main focus. You guys remember on the show, the last episode, we did watch her go through a therapy session, and her daughters join her in this one article on Drum. She's talking about how the therapy has helped them, which is an indication to me that they have continued with therapy sessions, you guys. But the interesting thing that she says in that article, remember, I think this was the first or second episode where they're at the restaurant. Remember when she vomits in the plastic bag and all of us thought it was disgusting. Why did she run to the bathroom and all of that? So she says that actually, like I said in my other video, because it had been posted on Twitter that she has a medical condition. So in this article, she confirms that she has a certain medical condition that was very much explained to the producer. So that was explained to the producer as I have this condition. And I'm guessing, you guys, that if she had to run to the bathroom all the time, it would have disturbed the shooting of the scene. So the producers knew that they needed to have a plastic bag somewhere close by so that they could help her out. If she wanted to vomit, then they could bring it, vomit, whatever. They had to take care of it. Someone needed to take care of it. But what she's saying, you guys, that is interesting. And that's the thing about people doing reality shows, is that sometimes they are betrayed like that. She says that thing was not supposed to be part of the show. They were supposed to edit it out because she had explained it to them that I have this issue. So she thought if she wanted to, that was not going to make it part of the episode, but obviously it did, and she can't do nothing about it. Okay, so I guess it explained that, because a lot of us were like, why would somebody just randomly want to vomit in the middle of a restaurant, in the middle of shooting a scene, run to the bathroom or something? So if this is something that happens to her all the time, in the video that was posted on Twitter, they said that it's an issue with eating solid foods. So if she eats solid foods, she has a certain reaction. I don't know how true that is, because it was written as a caption on somebody's post, and then there's a video of her being in the hospital. So that's what they're saying. So basically, the producers or the editors were not supposed to edit that part of the scene in there. They were supposed to remove it. She was under that understanding that if that happens to her while she's shooting the scene, it wasn't supposed to make it to the scene. So that's a risk about reality TV shows, is that you are not there when they do the final edit. Whatever episode that they're going to post, you're not going to have control of it. You can say, guys, I would like for you to not show this part of me. But I guess if it's not done in the contract and, written down that we're not going to show, they can still decide to put it there. And maybe they wanted to get us to talk about the show or the episode at the time, and they did, because we talked about that scene a lot, you guys. I wasn't the only one that talked about it. People were tweeting about how weird it was. Other reviewers of the show spoke about that scene. So I guess it served the purpose, but I don't understand why they did that to her. Okay. uh and then Pelo says, Mara, our justice system is just a waste full about taxpayers' money. So bad. Yo. The money that has been spent on this case alone, you guys, and there's absolutely nothing that we can do about it. And it says here, happy is the only reason I'm watching. So authentic. Yes, you guys. I thought that I was really going to watch the show for Mrs. Mobs, because I love her so much from Real Housewives of Johannesburg. So I thought, me wanting to watch the show is because I had seen that she was part of the cast. So I was like, I'm definitely going to watch this one. Had they done just completely new women. Maybe I would have taken time to get to watch it. So I watch it for Mrs. Mobs, but really for me to stay and watch the show, it's her. I like her, okay? And she's giving a lot to the show. And I like the fact that she's giving the imperfections. She's not trying to present us with a perfect picture of the family. How imperfect is her parenting, you guys? Her parenting alone is like, I wouldn't show that. Okay. I wouldn't show the fact that I almost hit my child in the face. I wouldn't show, but she's showing all of those imperfections. And as much as those moments are imperfect, but a lot of us can relate to them. How many times as a mom have you almost lost it on your child and because you're just so aggravated, you're dealing with your own stuff or you're angry at something and then your child is wanting your attention and all of that. How many times have we done that as parents? But she is willing to share that on a TV show. So I think that's what's making people relate to her more compared to the others. Whereas about Miss Manche, they're trying to be all perfect. About Nunurai, it's Nunurai. Nunurai, they're trying to be perfect. Abobani, So yeah, you guys, definitely she is my reason for staying in the show, for staying watching the show. I like that about her. Guys, I think for now that is all that I am going to do. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys on a Saturday mid morning. Okay, let me try and acknowledge everybody that has joined us in the comment section and everybody else that did not join us. I have a son here, Gift Gamer was here. Okay, so if you like game, if your children like games, go check out my my son's channel. And Matana Domashaba was here. Thank you. Tato was here. And then PM Moloi, okay, PM Moloi, Louisa was here. And yeah, I think I've acknowledged Tato. Trevor has already gone back to work. Join us. Live with Lungi. I always watch live school on YouTube. Oh, yes, I read this comment. Yes, live with Lungi. My daughter is Lungi. Okay. Which Lungi are you? What's your full name? My daughter is Lungi, sir. And Ntombi Sithole, and then there's Constant Koshi. Okay, Matanado, I've acknowledged. Did I acknowledge Louisa? Yes, I think I did Louisa. And then Tusom Dawong, I was here. I appreciate Detective Samuel Daly. Hey, Detective, you are confusing us with many channels here. You disappear and come back with a new channel all the time. But check out his new channel, you guys, Detective Samuel Daily. Okay. Nonhlanhla Pelo was here. Pelo from Pelo to the Heart. Pelo has a channel too. Who doesn't know Lelo N? Who doesn't know Lelo N? Okay. The definition of beauty and brains on YouTube. Okay. If you want to know what is the meaning of beauty and brains, check out Lelo N. Okay. And then it's in Ntombi's Tole. Yes. So I think I have acknowledged everybody. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Let me not promise because I hate breaking promises, but if I have time this evening, we might get onto something. Okay. But I will do my reviews. I'm going to do as videos because we have Umnagwe to Happily Ever After. Sikhuluma ngodulas, even though we don't want to talk about them. And then tonight we're going to be watching Izingane Zesthembu. That review I will post it tomorrow. But do not forget to like the stream before Pumegana. And if you are in a Wi-Fi zone, please replay the video again so that we can make some money on some adverts. Okay. And also like the video and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngintanda kakhulu.